Hello. So, a few minutes ago, they just launched the Cascade Brawls and, of course, Cascade event. Cascade. One day, the tides gifted Cascade to the world. Raised by fisher folk, he grew up among humans, but the power of ancient elements roars in his veins. Is he a titan or human is still not certain. When battled, Cascade does not doubt himself. His power is motion, his destiny to protect. Alright, so there were like getting him absolute star, getting his glyphs to like level 150, and I believe orange +2. I believe those are the quests, something like that, but they auto completed. So for me, I already have all those. So I think they were like said for evolution, for like ranking up, like to like getting your like said absolute star, and of course like orange +2 and stuff, and then one for like glyphs. I believe are the quest lines that are auto completed there. In addition to that, we have Get VIP, Spending Emeralds, Spending Energy, Unlock Ascension Spire Glyphs, Spending Gold, this one's super easy, and then Summonings in the Soul Atrium. This one we can definitely do here. Gotta do this 10 times. Whoa, there you go. $40. 60. This one gets you a lot. Like I said, if you have extra soul crystals, like there's really no reason not to use them for this if you have them. Like unless you're like short on them, but like if you have like I said, I have 710 left. Like I said, there's so many events that give these out, so I usually have quite a few for these, so it's always a great time to just use those because you get quite a few points for this. And look, we get all these coins here. That's a lot of Brawl coins, and then you can use those for stuff. We'll talk about the Brawl shop in a bit, but let's go to the Brawls after I clear all these here. Boom. Also, wait, probably have checked here. There isn't another event now. There might be another event in a day or two, so you might want to wait to do that particular part. There might be a double dip on the. I forget what the exact calendar is, but yeah, no, wait, not. But yeah. So Cascade Brawls, you assemble a team and defense team. You know how this works, right, guys? Um, sure, that's a team we can use. All right, so Grandpa. Probably actually drop Aurora for Sebastian would probably be the smarter to play. Sebastian's more important. Krista can tank, so it's fine. Alright, let's go. Cascade Twins, guys. We could probably keep it speed up, but yeah, they have Arachne. I'm like, actually, you need Sebastian. They have Arachne. Yeah, fighting Arachne without Sebastian is a bad idea. Alright. 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 Nice. Nice. Free Palestine. Alright. Yes, a Cascade can beat Rufus. Nice. Nice. Yeah, Cascade Twins is a really good team right now. Oh no, Isaac still got us though. Alright, Isaac for the win. Oh, he had Mara Patron. There you go. Like, so a lot of people underestimate the value of Mara Patron on Isaac. Like, Mara, against mage teams, Mara is more destructive than Oliver. People like, well, he can charge faster than because he has more life. Yes, but 12-second silence, guys. 12-second silence is freaking game over for a mage team. Like, 4-second silence with Oliver. Like, Isaac might be able to do more, like, quote, more often, but he, like said, just locking the mage team down to silence is literally death knell. It also locks Sebastian. He cannot cast Ode to Serenity with 12-second silence, so you're actually, a lot of times, like, Mara is far better on Isaac than Oliver. A lot of people really don't understand that. And I think that's because certain people, certain creators, or whatever, say, oh, you shouldn't ever use, because Mara raises magic defense, you should never use. Like, no, magic defense on Isaac, it's not that big of a deal. Like I said, because the ability to land 12-second silence on mage team is just so valuable that a lot of people should just, like, really consider that on Isaac. There's another Isaac team. Here's another Isaac team. And we actually beat this one. Let's see. I betcha he was using Oliver. Betcha he was using Oliver. No, he's using Axel. But yeah, no, see the difference? Oh, he's using Axel. He's not using Mara. Like, he didn't use Mara that time. Like, that one wasn't using Mara. Like, Mara is the Mike said, as a me for running a mage team, Mara is the one I fear most. Because Mara will absolutely lock you out of the game. Last one. Looks like you're going to find another Isaac team. Yeah, Isaac plus Mara could absolutely wrecked us, guys. Alright, so now we have under 33,000 Brawl coins. So, obviously you can buy the Cascade Dolls. We'll probably buy a few for the video. These are usually pretty bad value, so that's fine. You can buy 16. You shouldn't recommend them. But, hey, they're there. Skinstone chests, Absolute Artifact chests. This is generally what I buy. I'll spend a lot of these on. Are these just because red artifact fragments are pretty hard to come by. They're expensive. Like, even my Buffing Up Hero videos, I used like 1,000 of these chests or something. My most recent one for Electra, I used like 1,000 of those chests on a video. So, yeah, like Cascade's pretty good hero. If you need his souls, this is a good time to get them. Flaming Heart, Hand of Glory, those are evergreen items. You always need a bunch of them. For some reason, I have Flame Heart slightly more expensive Hand of Glory. I'm not sure why, so maybe just buy more Hand of Glory over the Flaming Hearts. Funeral Totem, like, there's a few items I needed, but it's not as high demand as Hand of Glory, but if you need some, go ahead. Alchemist sets, those are evergreen. Sphere power, pretty much like most items you need a lot of. Echidna's Dark Hex, Cicadas, Dragon's Heart, you will need a lot of those too. I'd probably avoid some of these more expensive items. I think you're better off just farming. Oh, the blue plate armor is also pretty good too. And staff neutralizer, like if you need any of those are fine too. But avoid some of these more expensive ones. I generally think you're not getting your bang for buck at that rate. I generally think you're better off just buying some of the smaller ones that are often components for these more expensive ones, because chances are you can farm you probably have farmed up some of these items already, like part of them. So usually better off just doing it that way. But yeah, the exception would be like if you are still early enough in the game or you cannot farm like the later chapters yet. Like if you can't if you're like stuck at like chapter like 14 or something, you're still early new to the player, you're still stuck at chapter 14, can't actually farm creator worlds or whatever. The fact it's in those can be worth buying, but those are pretty much the only situation is if you can't farm those yet. But eventually you will be able to do that. So hasn't been as much of an issue. People don't get stuck in the campaign like they used to since they've added like Ascension and pets and stuff. Like it's become less of an issue. In the old days, before they had pets and stuff, like those last 2 chapters were quite difficult. They used to be quite difficult pre-pets, pre-ascension and stuff. But yeah, if you can't farm those yet and you need them, then maybe spend the coins. But those are really expensive, and I generally think you're not getting your bang for buck on those. Yeah, absolute artifact checks probably what most players spend them on, just because it's an easy way to get some of these, and those are something you'll need a lot of. But again, so you said Flame Heart, Hand of Glory, Alchemist set, Sphere, Hex, Heart, and Cicadas are probably my top picks there. And if you want more Brawl coins, there are bundles. So there's this one. This has Brawl coins and emeralds. It'll also give your Brawl coins to your guild mates here. And then there's also another version. This one has Cascade Dolls. Doesn't have the emeralds. You trade emeralds for Cascade Dolls. I think this is a much worse deal, because getting emeralds is just generally better. Because if you want Brawl coins, like I said, the higher level bundles do seem to have a bit more Brawl coins though. Yeah, it's the $18 one. No, like the higher ones do get a bit more Brawl coins the other, but I mean, you can just get emeralds, guys. Just do the emeralds one if you're about to buy those. And then just, like I said, get Cascade Dolls, the Brawl coins. Like, if you really want Cascade Dolls, you can buy them. And speaking of Cascade Dolls, let's open these up here. Let's open these up. Let's see. Contains Cascade Souls and other valuable prizes. So let's look what we got here. 7 souls, so orange artifact fragments. So yeah, if these are red, these would be a bit better, but I mean, like if you want red ones, just buy the red artifact chests. You get more. It's like I said, it's a demon doll, so it is the demon doll mechanic. Alright, mostly trash there. Not the lyrium ones. Yeah, it's some skin stones. It's not too impressive. Yeah, there's better things to spend your Brawl coins on for sure. Yep, and that's it, so more reasons to buy the emerald bundles, the emerald ones, the ones that have emeralds in it. Like, I'd buy those ones over there just because those you just saw it. Those Cascade Dolls, not that exciting. But yeah, not too much more to say on this one. If you want to know more about Cascade, though, I have done videos about them, and you can check out one of those down below. As always, thank you for watching.